What's going on, YouTube Nation? This is Art Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell for my future videos. So, we have a few things that we need to go over. And with my dividend portfolio, I kind of switched it up a little bit. Now, I showed you my video of my strategy, and I will have the link actually in the description showing you my dividend portfolio and the changes. But a few things I need to go over. And with these changes with the weekly option ETFs with the REX shares, I started to allocate a few things because I do think the weekly pay ETFs. Am I considering YMAX? Maybe. Am I considering the YMAG? Possibly. But again, I'm concerned about the net asset value of it. And, a few things I need to do with this dividend portfolio is get my income up. So I'm going to show you how I allocated my pie. Again, I kind of switched it up a little bit, made it a little bit more aggressive. Again, I have a combination of high yield, dividend growth, and I have my NEOS and all these other options income ETFs. So again, it's almost like a hamster on a wheel going around, going around, going around. I want you know, really powerful passive income. And I'm going to show you so far how things are looking, my changes, and what I did. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out my dividend portfolio changes right now. First, here's my passive income. I've been paid $8,834.05. My estimated income is $13,231.34. My pending income is $184.99. So I did looks like I crossed the mark of 1,500 this month. But there's a few things that I need to do because I want to get to maybe 2,500 because again, I'm going to be building up this dividend portfolio. And again, I do need other high yield dividend stocks. I need dividend growth stocks. Honestly, I'm have a strong focus on dividend growth investing. And if you look at my income I made in 2024, it's only $18,093.71. Right now, my total income, my estimated, is 22,250. So I'm going up a little bit, and a few things need to change, and I'm going to show you what I did. So let's check that out. So if you look at my portfolio, again, I showed you in my previous video, I'm going to have MSTY and PLTY by itself. And I may add a few more things to it. But again, there's a few sections that I need to build up on. Now I have my super REITs. I have my high yielders. The high yielders are up there. I have my dividend growth investing at 30%. So again, with some of these ETFs, and eventually this will probably catch up to this, but I'm going to load up each week with some of these option income ETFs and use the income of again of BITO to buy MSTY and PLTY. Use my passive income I've earned on YouTube, as well as X and Instagram. Hopefully, I'll be monetized on TikTok, but I need to get going. And there's a few things that really kind of bothered me and I need to load up on. So let me show you this in the energy sector stocks section. I don't have a lot in that. And I moved Chevron and Exxon to the dividend grower section. So you look at my actual target, I have One Oak at 12%. That's going to be my highest one. It's a good dividend growth stock. It has a really good reputation. Marathon, I need a little bit more. ConocoPhillips, have that at 10%. And then Shell, 9%. BP, the allocation is 8%. Hessa Midstream is 8%. Kinder Morgan is 8%. MPLX, one of my favorites. That needs to go up. EC Energy Corp, it's at 8%. Enbridge, that's way up there, so that's good. Energy Transfer, I have at 6%, and Enterprise Product Partners at 6%. So Some of these are pretty good dividend growers. I may change that and allocate the percentage a little bit higher for Enbridge, but again, that one is not really. It needs to get up there a little bit because once that starts going, I'm going to earn a little bit uh, higher income. So, those, the oil stocks, and then of course the income stocks that I have, the higher income ones with my manifesto, there's a little bit of a focus as well, because again, I want a balance of high yield dividend growth and dividend growth. So I have my business development companies that need to be getting some firepower. So again, Ares Capital is doing pretty well. It's up there. Capital Southwest is doing well. Sixth Street Specialty Lending is up there. FSK is up there. Fidus Investment Corp. Again, Hercules Capital's at 6. Blackstone Secured Lending, Carlyle Secured Lending Fund, Barings BDC, that's one. Crescent Capital, it needs to get a little bit of a focus. Carlyle Secured Lending Fund's a good one. And again, Scion Investment Corp, I went back in them. Runway Growth Finance, and I did add Zim and Pennant Park Floating Rate. So PFLT, that's a monthly distribution. And with Zim, again, with Zim being down at that time when I bought it, now, again, what I made income wise is pretty nice with Zim. So Zim is at a pretty good price right now. And this is something I really can't say no to. So, again, what I'm probably going to do with some of these, and I'm going to show you real quick the price of Zim and why I'm attracted to buying Zim again. And again, the price of Zim right now is $17.23. So I think there's a possibility of redemption with them. And again, it's one of the top 20 global carriers. I actually saw a Zim truck in Northeast Ohio. So I was like, wow. So that's one thing that I'm looking at is adding. So again, the distribution with Zim is pretty nice, and I'm going to use the income of Zim to hopefully buy dividend growth stocks. So let me show you the distribution of Zim real quick. The one thing I want to go over also is the numbers are up. So the revenue was up 28.46%. Net income was up 227.02%. Diluted earnings per share up 226.67%. Its earnings was really good at 24.21%. Net profit margin was up 154.67%. Now, it's not going to be crazy like it was during the pandemic year with the distribution, but this is something that the time is now, and I'm going to show you the most recent distributions of Zim. So you see some of the trends. 2021, 250, 250, 2022, that was a very nice time, $17. And again, remember the Israeli tax is a little high. So 2022, 475, 295, then 2023, 640, 23 cents, 93 cents, 365. So you got the 281 regular dividend plus a special dividend, and they are unique. So they kind of share revenue with shareholders, which is nice. So you get a nice payola. So not always guaranteed. Look at this kind of a scatter bomb effect with it. So nothing is guaranteed because at one point they really significantly took a hit. So hopefully they make a comeback. It's not the most reliable thing, like throwing darts in a dartboard, but when you get those nice payola days of 475, 640, distribution, okay, that's pretty nice. So I did go back in them. Again, their goal is to buy dividend growth stocks. So, this is kind of the crapshoot stock. This is the play money, passive income with Zim. So, again, my goal is to get to hopefully 30,000 by the end of the year. With my investments with the Neos and these weekly option ETFs, that hopefully this will fund a chain reaction and start and get things going. I want to jump to one more thing. The REITs right there, I have it at 16%. So the super REIT, as I say it, I think REITs are important. Some of them are very good dividend growers. If you look at some of these REITs that I have, Alexandria Real Estate Equities, we have American Tower, Iron Mountain, Prologis, Simon Property Group. I have them at a high percent. Digital Realty Trust, NNN, Care Trust REIT, CubeSmart, Invitation Homes, IIPR, Vici. I'm doing really well, 27.83%. So again, putting money in these, we got REFI, some of the high yielders. And what I'm going to do with my portfolio is I think my one payment I'm going to use with Arbor Realty Trust to buy realty income, just one time, and then use my income with Arbor Realty Trust to start loading up on some of these for Misty and PLTY. Now, again, I sold Misty. I had a lot of money in it. So I know it sounds weird that I'm down 70.65%. That's not accurate, that I was down 70.65%. If I was down 70.65% with Misty, I would never buy it again. So at the time I sold it, it was a good time to sell it. If I would have held it, I would have been in good shape, but I was a little worried about a few things and I needed to do a little tax loss harvesting at the end of the year. So, like I said, I'm back with Misty and I don't know why it says I'm down 70.65%. It's not accurate at all with my income I earned and with the when I sold it at the time. That is way more accurate, and I still don't understand. Like, look, anything with if I was down, I never even. I think the worst hit I ever took was them, and I wasn't never down 70.65%. But if Misty was ever like that, I would never touch it again. And you know, been in X spaces and everything with that, but I just want to be clear with that with Misty and PLTY, the income of BITO is going to be buying that. And I think the quarterly dividend of Arbor Realty Trust is going to be buying that. So um, don't know why it says 70.65%. M1 Finance is a little behind at times with that, but I weighed way more than I'm pretty sure $2,186.12 too. So loading up on that. I also am going to say that I've considered selling some stocks, but I really can't confirm that yet. I want to see how things look with a few other things and then go from there. Um, if I do sell some stocks and maybe the financial sector stocks, but those have been their dividend growth has been good. It's been up 10%. It's actually some of them are in SCHD and actually beating SCHD in dividend growth or in the same level. So I'm not going to sell them if their dividend growth is doing well. So I have a few things to look at. I have some money to allocate, and I'm going to earn some pretty good income. So see what happens with the month of June. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I will have a video for you Saturday. Take care and have a good one. And I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. Go to an investment, um, for financial advice or financial investments, go to a financial advisor. Go to a tax advisor for tax advice, financial advisor for financial advice. Remember, you have to do your due diligence when it comes to investing. I did lose some money with Zim. I have lost some money with the Yield Max ETF, so be aware of that. Overall, I actually had a pretty good return if you look at my dividends. But just be aware that things that you do. Now, this is my play money. I'm going to be very clear with you. I can take a hit, being single and no kids, but I can make moves all the time. And this is why I tell you guys don't follow me or make my moves because that would be foolish. Because what if I do something and you guys lose money because I'm a little bit more aggressive and I can take a hit and you can't. So being very transparent, this is why this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. And this is why I enjoy doing these videos for you. Take care and have a good one.